What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. So the first thing I want to report on is this Gotti situation. And I just want to say that shout out to my plug for getting this information to me. Now, he reached out to me and said that he heard Irv had another stroke and that he could be possibly in a vegetative state. So I reported it on my Instagram. For those of you who follow me, you saw it. If you don't follow me, consider giving your boy a follow on Instagram at Carolina Crush TV. But anyway, even though I don't agree with some things that Irv Gotti has done in his past, when I hear the word stroke, I automatically think about my mom because ultimately that's what took her out of here. So I really want this brother to recover and I'm wishing him the best. Now, out of all of this, I found out that Russell Simmons is super messy. We already know the background of Russell Simmons as it pertains to the reason why he's in Bali, but he's super messy because he shared that actual post that I made about Irv. And guess who he shared it with? He shared it with 50 Cent. But anyway, here's my initial post about the Irv Gotti situation. And as you can see right here that Russell shared the post and he added 50 Cent. 50 Cent got wind of the post and reposted it on his Instagram. And the caption read, "Looking eyes emoji. Damn, I wanted him to see my new shows, yo." And then a sad emoji. And we all know that 50 was being shady here. But oh wait, it gets even better. Check out what Russell had to say about the situation after atting 50 Cent and 50 Cent being shady towards Irv. So this is what Russell said. "Praying for Irv's full recovery. Such a fan, inspired, good-hearted person. People my age and younger are seeing the effects of toxic food and a toxic environment. Hashtag workout daily. Stop eating animals. The animal products are poison. They, the factory farming industries, are lying and giving false information. It's $1 trillion industry, and so is healthcare. And stop eating fast food and all the poison. No one is protecting you or your family. It's on you to police your family diets and to always work out." Now, let me be the first to admit that this message was very informative and very inspiring, to say the least. But Russell, you can't tell me that you shared that post about Irv in good faith. You didn't. You know the history between 50 Cent and Irv, and you knew that 50 Cent was going to clown Irv. And so, in my estimation, Russell was being an ignorant, messy demon behind the scenes, and then had the nerve to hightail it to his Instagram page to talk good about Irv after you just added 50 Cent with that post, knowing the type of negative reaction 50 Cent was going to give. But anyway, let's scoot right along because there's a situation that's going on with Diddy, and it's involving two women that are not revealing their identity. Of course, they're going by Jane Doe. And they're saying some crazy things took place at a Trump hotel in the 1990s involving Diddy and others. So let me take the time to read to you the publication from TMZ in regards to this matter. And so it says here, a former bottle service attendant has just filed a lawsuit against Diddy, claiming she was ordered by a club promoter at Diddy's direction, and she says it went down at a Trump hotel. The woman who filed suit anonymously as Jane Doe claims in the late 1990s, she attended an event hosted by Diddy at the Limelight nightclub in NYC. She says the club had 5 floors and the top 2 were reserved for S parties. She says nothing happened to her at Limelight, but she and a friend made their way to Trump Hotel in Midtown. She claims she never wanted to go, but Combs made it clear that they did not have a choice. The woman says she and a friend were taken to a penthouse suite along with Combs and several other men. She claims they were held in the room, DRUGGED, and forced to participate in blank. Among other things, she says Combs directed a club promoter to oil her while he watched. A second lawsuit was just filed by another woman, also a Jane Doe, claiming she was SA'd twice, first by Diddy and then by others at his command. It appears this is the friend of the woman who filed suit today because this Jane Doe also says she and a friend were at Limelight and ended up at the Trump Hotel. She claims while at the penthouse she was DRUGGED and a security guard awed her as Diddy watched. She also mentions group blank. As for the first woman, she also says in 1997 she went to a party at Combs' house in the Hamptons after a friend told her she could earn $2,000 as a bottle service attendant. She claims she was DRUGGED and awed by Combs' associates at Combs' direction. She also says she recalls seeing Combs unclothed and at one point witnessing another man hitting it from the back. Now, these lawsuits were filed by none other than Tony Busby, so it's going to be interesting to see if these lawsuits hold any type of weight. Now, let's move along because a lot of people seem to be disappointed in Steve Wilkos. So Steve Wilkos went live on TikTok and he was just saying some outlandish things. Now, I was disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I thought that Steve was better than that, but I'm not surprised. I want you to check out what Steve had to say in regards to America and this land and tell me if you feel some type of way about it.
Protect my house, and I would probably shoot people that enter my house. Not probably. If somebody broke into my house, I'd be shooting them. So, you know, you keep right at stolen, stolen, stolen. Doesn't change the history books. Wasn't stolen. You know, when people steal, somebody's not looking. Indians were looking. They saw the white man coming. A lot of people there have never read a history book if they think it was stolen. Oh, do you think the Indians were like, they went fishing or they went camping and all these Europeans came in and just took the land and Indians came back like, oh, our land is gone? No, man. They fought wars, man. They fought wars. What's that noise in the background? See that? They're building that building over there. That's why it's so noisy. Yeah. Ooh, it was stolen. It was stolen. It was stolen. Good for you. Keep having your head up your ass if you think it was stolen. That must be hard to live life with your head up your ass. And like a child. No, it was stolen. It was stolen. So that makes it right because you got your head up your ass. Good. You live your life like a child. Stolen my ass. By the way, when I read history books about Indians and Native Americans and I watch old Westerns, I root for the Indians. I do. I know it's not going to change. I know it's a movie, but I always root for the Indians. History books were made up. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure every history book is not written totally. You know, it's a very well-known saying. You know who writes the history books? The victors. The losers don't write they don't write the history books. The victors.
What about that? Oh, I'll go all day. Place settings.
Yeah, people in here are going to cry because I'm not saying stolen land. You know, Indians got their ass kicked. What are you going to do? Now it's USA. And you can cry about it all you want, but guess what? What do you think, America's going to give it back? Nope.
I don't even know how that logistically.
Yeah.
You have a gift.
Oh yeah, here, Native Americans, we're going to give you this country back, and we're going to leave.
Missing a Belgian waffle maker. You could come
Yeah, also then if we
So somebody writes here, Native Americans, not immigrants. Everybody is an immigrant besides Native Americans. No, if you're born on this land, you're native. You were born in this country.
yeah. But guess what? If we gave all the land back, we'd have to send back everyone anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is it? Do we keep the land and keep the people, or what?
Yeah, people have been conquering lands since the beginning of time. Caveman did it.
How about you? I'm gonna dance with the little flower girl. I might be a children member of Open Club.
Yeah, if we give the land back, we'd all be deported.
Is Russia stealing land from the UK? No, they're going in there and guess what Ukraine's doing? They're fighting back. So they're not trying to steal it. They're saying, hey, we're going to come in here and kill a bunch of you and take your land. You know. Oh, Alexis Sixless says, yeah, you just lost hella fans. Unfollowing the media. Good, Alexis, go cry. Rachel says, well, yeah, that happens when you bring diseases to people who never had them. You know what else you bring to them? Guns. That's how we didn't win by disease. We won by sheer numbers, and we had more not we, Europeans, and they devastated the Indians. That happens when you bring diseases to people who never had them. You know what else you...
All right, so you guys just heard that disgusting rhetoric, right? But what's more disappointing, in my opinion, is the fact that his youngins are in the background speaking and pushing that same rhetoric. So, you know that saying where people say it starts early in the home? Clearly, it started early in Steve's home. He's been talking about this. They are well aware of how he feels, and they are just latching on and they're taking on that same ideology that's coming from their father, and that's disappointing. But anyway, let's scoot right along, because there seems to be an uproar on social media as it pertains to the Super Bowl this Sunday that have many people considering boycotting the Super Bowl. And it's all based off of the fact that the NFL announced that they will not have the NRACISM displayed in the back of the end zone during the Super Bowl. And basically it's because they're accommodating Trump because he will be in attendance. I want you to check out this clip and I'll be back.
So for the first time since I was 9 years old, I won't be watching the Super Bowl. I remember watching the first one, 1990, Giants versus Bills, with my dad. And I watched everyone ever since, but I'm not watching this one. I even declined to go to a Super Bowl party I was invited to because the NFL decided to bend the knee and kowtow to Donald Trump and Mike Johnson. And this is a historic Super Bowl because if the Chiefs win, it's going to be 3 in a row, a three-peat. It's never been done. And if the Eagles win, which I despise, which I hope they lose, they'll have 2 Super Bowls. And even if the Giants were in this game, I won't watch it because my disdain, I hate Donald Trump more than I hate the Eagles. It's stronger. This is the same Donald Trump that called the players that kneeled during the national anthem against police brutality and social injustice. He called them sons of bitches. Remember that, players. Remember that. I wouldn't. If I was one of those players on either team, I won't play until he's out the stadium. Him and Mike Johnson. Boycott that. Y'all blackballed Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee for social injustice, but this is the same that pardoned January 6th terrorists who police officers. Why y'all ain't raising a stink on that? Fuck you, Donald Trump.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that, and now I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything that I talked about within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.